Oh, I can't sleep. I took a nap earlier when I got back home from the flea market, and I can't sleep. Just up browsing online. I saw a couple of interesting documentaries I skimmed through, but I just want to say something or whatever. As our earth angel or whatever, you have to remember just the term angel. Of course, like my soul is an angelic soul, or people that have empathic souls, whatever. You're it's like you're in a human body, of course, so you're not gonna have wings. It's more spiritual. Your soul is an angelic soul, like it's like you're a real child of the Most High, a real angel. So you think like an angel, you act like an angel, but it doesn't matter what you went through. You just still you're different. So we can say that's why a lot of people, they look at us and they're just like, it's like they never seen anything like that before. So before people like really get to know you, they'll probably think it's too good to be true or whatever. I just want to say this. People, and when I talk about narcs, stop thinking I'm just talking about that narc, the psychopath or whatever, my ex. In general, I come from a narcissistic family or whatever. Narcissists like to project, and what they do is they'll take who they are and put it on you. They'll see something that's wrong with you, or something that they envy about you or whatever, and make it seem like something is wrong with you. And when people are constantly doing that, especially it's a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll start, okay, well maybe I'm not, well let me try to bend my will, so no, or whatever. It's they only reason why people the only reason why people project and don't want you to know who you are is because it's like they know who they're not, if that makes any type of sense. I just say that people who know who they are and they confident and they know who they are in God, or just in general, they're not envious of nobody. They don't do stuff like that. You don't have to belittle somebody in order to big yourself up. This is not just like, I don't know how to explain it. There's certain people that view my page where I just intuitively know this. It's certain groups of people that may be my page, and I don't have to break everything down and be like, this is this and this, and I'll just say what I say and they'll get it. And there's certain people, they don't really understand, or they'll think you're being offensive. So you're like, well, I'm not trying to do this in general. And it's like, I don't know why I find myself doing it. It's just so, with so many readers who've done it, like that projecting and stuff like that. They try to make you feel like you know who you are because they aren't or whatever. And I'm not talking about every tarot reader. I'm talking about the ones that be lying and being silly in their readings. But it's just like people will do stuff, and I'll post back to back to back to back. Back to back. I don't give a damn about what people think as far as like in a negative aspect, is if I'm doing too much, or um if people can think whatever they want to think. I don't think before I post something, okay, I want to post this, but I just posted something like a minute ago, so let me hold back a little bit because I don't want people to, I don't give a flying if people can think whatever they want to think. It's certain people that have silly content on their channel. I'm not talking about readers now, I'm just talking about in general. People that have or do certain things on their channels that I think is silly and childish and immature or whatever for their age, but I would never, and I don't even think like that until they do something first to offend me. So that's why I said people, they have so many opinions, and they like to project and this and that or whatever, because it's like, you have to be inferior to somebody in order to even do something like that. It's certain people or whatever. How can I say this? Because remember, this is my online diary. I created it that way, as an online diary, to be different, to express myself. And when I'm talking, there are other empaths that feel this way too. They've gone through this and they can relate or whatever. And it's also a platform about me teaching them about God and channel messages too. So we'll just say that on both ends of Facebook and Instagram. So when people do certain things, like I'm not talking about one particular person. I'm talking about people in general. People will call me naive or goofy or whatever. And this is some people, because I heard I have a lot of respect from a lot of other people. People will say you're childish, immature, blah, 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 blah. But they have no problem getting on the platform and trying to teach you about something or enlighten you about something, and they feel it is HIT. That's why I said it's like they don't look at it like they're narcissistic people do not think they're wrong. They can never be wrong. They can never see themselves in any kind of light. They have to project in order to make you feel like something is wrong with you for even thinking like that. It's no way I'm gonna look at somebody online. They being open, whatever. And remember, as an earth angel, I'm not of this world. And high yokas, we act completely opposite. And I'm not the only high yoka here on earth, but high yokas, they act completely opposite from regular people. So don't you see me doing it online? You see other people doing it or whatever, and just like completely, I don't give a darn about what people think. To a certain extent, I kind of slip for a little bit with the magic being done, and they'll do certain things to make you feel insecure, this and this and that. But that's why I say when you use your common sense, and when I do, it's like okay, they make it seem like on one video 8 people are listening or 6 or 5. So if only 8 or 5 or 6 people are listening or 22 or whatever, then why even put magic over the channel? Even if they trying to they just do like certain silly stuff or whatever. But even if it was only 8 people watching my page, they would not try to block it so much or do this or do that or hide me or whatever. Because it would be like, okay, it's not growing. It's only 8 people. The only reason why you would block and do that is because you know a lot of people are looking at you. You don't want the public to know. You want it to make it seem like that everybody else is up and you're an earth angel, but nobody's listening and nobody believes you. So that's why I say people, they just do certain silly stuff, but that's your karma, that's not mine. But people, it's like they don't see themselves as who they are. Certain people or whatever that'll, okay, I'm a real genuine open, how do you say it, empathic hearted person. And there's certain people that'll be like, is she telling the truth? They'll do all this investigating about me and speculate if I'm a gold digger or whatever. And this is just in general because I got called a gold digger in my last relationship by his people who didn't even fucking know me and personally or whatever, and my ex. I'm just bringing this up just to show you examples. But I wasn't a gold digger. You heard my side of the story, but he's with a gold digger now and getting used and manipulated and abused or whatever and laughed at. So that's what I'm saying. People project, and to me, that's more beyond just being narcissistic. You have to have a low IQ level in order to do that. There's other people that'll just see me online being real and stuff like that and trying to speculate if you after their money or blah, blah, blah. But then with somebody and getting dogged out and manipulated. And I don't give a if people get offended or whatever. A lot of people got on their platform and totally disrespected me and saw nothing wrong with it and turned around and blamed me for it. So the respect is lost there and play games. But they'll see you as childish, but have no problem getting on their platform lying and seeing you go through something and talk down on you under your clothes and all that stuff. And people will call you childish, but they'll be with a spouse that goes on other people's platforms and write silly comments or whatever, disguised as somebody else. She'll go on their targeted victims' platforms and write silly, childish, demonic comments. So I say people just, they do. People just love to project, and what they'll do is when there's so many people doing it, you'll start to doubt your reality. Cause I even I look back on my videos or whatever the other day, and I was like, did I get on my platform and say I don't know what people think I'm trying to do? I'm not. It's like I know who I am. I know I'm an earth angel, regardless of the outer of what people see. People that just have a very ignorant mind frame. I don't like. It's just certain things I just don't like. People that try to come for me or whatever have always had a bad ending. And it's not just me, it's just real chosen ones because God knows our heart is pure. It's like people look down on you and be like, oh, investigate how much money. That's what I'm saying. Why would a nigga, and I'm not talking about nobody particular. I'm just saying in general stuff I went through in general in the past. Why would a nigga try to investigate, find out how much money is a woman making or whatever, regardless if you have money, if you broke or not. But all I'm gonna say, this all I'm gonna say. My mind frame is like totally different now. The way I am, I'm straightforward with people. I'm real. I say what's on my mind. I don't have no hidden motives. I'm not deceptive or nothing like that. I come at people direct. Anybody that play games and don't come at me direct or this and that, or especially people that know they wrong you, is ill for you for life and gets this step. And I don't give a damn if people think I have an anger problem or not. Narcissistic people like to poke the bear and keep on jabbing at you. Most of the time, it's a lot of them jabbing, and then you react or whatever because you just can't believe they disrespecting you. Then they'll totally go into, oh, I knew she was blah 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 blah. No, you saw me or whatever as vulnerable because I'm honest and I'm open and I'm a respectable person and I believe in treating people with respect or treating people how I want to be treated. But because I'm not manipulative and trying to get over on people or cunning or and all the other stuff, all just in general, because I don't think in a predatory type of way. Like I see somebody and I want to take advantage of them. People will try to dog you and make you think that you're weak for that, but I'm not weak for that. You're weak or whatever. It's a lot of people, and I'm not talking about just that ignorant guy online. I'm talking about in general. People will try to make any type of excuse to make it seem like you this and you that, but they can't analyze their own life or whatever. So that's why I said I don't even want nobody or anybody. I have to guess but all that, and it's not even about guessing. It's about people who do certain things and play games and then turn around and blame you. As an introvert, I cannot be around nobody that has a lot of people around them, especially with experiences I've dealt with in the past, where people controlling them and have something to say or their input. There's even before I stepped out of my family relationship, nobody in my family could come up to me and tell me, I don't think this person, but because it's just like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like that's just something we would do. I don't do that to people in my family. When we were talking, I would say, unless they just personally tell me about a situation, and I'll give my personal opinion on it. So I don't even like a lot of niggas, and I don't mean to say niggas. A lot of people around me with different drama and stuff like this. So that's why gang stalking irritates me on a whole nother level. It's like I'll be online and I'll be recording. I just feel that toxic energy just out there. And if you never been through gang stalking or whatever, then you don't understand how it works. But when your third eye's open, it's like you on here. Then, like the other day when I was making those videos about the psychopath from the movie. Oh, I heard a car drive off or whatever. Then I put on my thing, then I already heard some dudes laughing and talking aside, whatever. But everybody that laugh ain't for me, but I just know I'm an intuitive psychic. And I put that I heard that loud, ignorant laugh walk across. It's just like I said before, because I'm in a place right now where I'm stuck and I can't move or whatever, it bothers me. It has how do you say it delays like my creativity. People doing magic that make you feel discouraged, make you feel tired. Then I go to work and I'm on my feet all the time and I be tired when I get home or whatever. I'll try to post a little bit I can on the way home, but people just do like silly stuff or whatever. I know if somebody gets on my platform and just is trying to throw. I'm not very intuitive. I'm very smart. I know somebody being sent my way, being silly, and because I've been online for so long, regardless of the magic on my channel, and nobody said nothing this long. Regardless of the magic, it's just in general. It's like I've had to have my own back, and my angels in the Most High have my back. So when you go through something like that, and if you ever do, God ever do bless you. Like let's say I ever do find a way to get the money that's owed to me or whatever, and or just in general ever get successful or whatever. It's like why the if the old me would I love helping people. I love just being there, being that down person and just being there. I just wanted whoever I was with or dated or I just wanted them to know I was there. But when you in a situation and you see nobody have your back, it's like God put you through that so he wants empaths to know, start looking out for yourself because you see mother efforts ain't about your SHIT. You'll break your back and go over and beyond for a person, and then when it's your turn to get help, they won't help you, or they'll do whatever to try to take you down. Going through an experience like that, you see evil on a whole nother type of level. People laugh and think it's funny that people are retracting my views. That's why when I said that thing about if somebody sold a crack rock or whatever, because there's a lot of, gangster guys over here that be thinking that shit is funny. But that's like working for, how can I explain it? That's like going to school or whatever for a long time. And you finally get a job and you got your dream job, you making money. And then when it comes time to get your check, they tell you that the check the chick ain't there yet or whatever. You gotta wait another 2 weeks, and then when you go, you gotta keep the job or whatever. But then you go and you get what I'm trying to say. It's basically like you put in all this effort and people trying to take it away. Whatever you get, people try to take it away. But that's why I said people can try to be funny and play games all day and this and that, and try not to see their flaws. But when you do certain things like that, especially if you laugh at a person that's struggling or trying to make their way and you try to hold them back, then it's like you have to experience that and you have to go through that, and something has to be taken away from you. And you'll see that the people that are around you were never for you. They laugh at you because anybody that's around other people and encourage and stuff like that, those are demons. Anybody that would see somebody struggling after they lost all that stuff and then online seeing what they doing and know who they are and just still engage in stupidity like that, magic, and come on, that's why I said, hey, what good do you think would come out of it? But people get away from it too long and they get cocky and arrogant and think that nothing is ever going to happen to them, and that's exactly how Satan wants you to think, so he can laugh at you when he takes it from you. So that's why I said people, I know that people have a lot of respect for me or whatever, and I'm not saying it in an arrogant way, but I know people respect me because I'm knowledgeable and I've been through a lot and I'm brave enough to be honest and tell my story, and I'm me and I'm real. But it's also a lot of silly people that just, it's like they get a rise out of seeing you enraged and angry. So I don't really want to talk to anybody that is not in a knowledge or awakening or still in darkness, or how do I say it? I don't like weak-minded individuals. A weak-minded individual is somebody that has to be controlled by others. They can be manipulated. Not manipulated, because a lot of empaths can be like that before an awakening. But I don't like people that try to bully and pick on other people and look down on people that's real. And then that's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's a lot. I just had to get online there and kind of like voice this. Whenever people show me who they are and I finally have a full knowing of who a person is. I know they full of SHIT. I know that they self-absorbed. I know that they can't admit they wrongs or nothing like that. I look at you as a devil, and it's like anything you have to say after that. It's like I just hear that Charlie Brown voice. What I put online the other day when she was like, wah, 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 wah. It's like I don't even listen to people anymore. How can people try to hold you back and laugh at your demise and all other stuff, and but then get online and try to be a motivator and you can do this and you can do that, or just in general. I'm not talking about just one person. I'm talking about in general. It's like you online trying to give helpful advice, but then you take a dig and then you do it. So it's like you're not standing on my side. You're standing on the opposing demonic side. So it's like anything you say in the area, everything you say, it has to be questioned, and I don't respect it. So I don't give a damn if people think I'm online. Oh, somebody sees another side of you that they don't like. Yeah, but what did you do to bring out that side of a person? So anybody can sit up there and judge and this and that. Let you get gang stalked every day. Let you be sitting in your home, or just say you work from home. Let's just say you do work from home. I'm using an example, and your job is to be a blogger, and you do it and you post, and it every time you post somebody laugh, or just in general, it's like you getting gang stalked every day. People do silly demonic stuff, chaos magic, magic to make your money, just all types of silly stuff, and it's act like they pause your blog from coming out for 3 hours, and it take 3 hours for. It's like, how can you not get mad at that? Because it's like people are playing God in your life, but God has to let it go on until you finally be like, okay, I see how people are, and He has to let it go on and on and on and on with your enemies, with your family, whatever. That way, when He blesses you, and then once He blesses you, that's when their downfall comes in. You know not to ever help nobody like that. That's why I always tell empaths, because we're known for forgiving and forgiving and forgiving, because we try to see the best in people. It's not that we're weak. We just know that people act a certain type of way because of the way that we were raised, the way that they were raised. But a lot of demonic people like to play off of that, and they're like, okay, well, they're going to forgive. Instead of just trying to work and be happy that they have somebody that's compassionate and try to understand them or be there for them, they like to play off of it and get over on people. And once an empath finds out that people are manipulative or shady, or they like to play games and stuff like that, we be like, F you, and it is what it is, and we look at you a certain type of way. So I just want to make this last little video or whatever. Hope it helps somebody else. That people know that they're not alone, and I try to give as many examples as I can of stuff that I experienced and what I went through. So that's it for now.